So, good morning, lovely people. So, it's Runic Thor's day today. So, I think I spoke last time, and I was going to like pick a rune, start chatting about the rune, and Odin said, don't run before you can walk. So, I was like, whoa, what does he mean by that? And basically, I thought, well, I've done the Awakening course, which was a couple of years ago. So I've done the basics, and not that it was a basic course, but I've been doing the basics and really studying the runes. So I'm going to start sort of at the beginning then. So we're going to talk about runes, um, you know, what sort of runes and just some basic info. So this is going to be a bit more of just talking about different aspects of the runes. So first of all, different rune systems and things. Systems, wrong word, but anyway. So we've got the Elder Futhark, which is the oldest known rune. Do you know? I can't think of the name of what it is. So the oldest runes that we know of. Doesn't sound very professional, does it? Anyway. So, and then we've got the younger Futhark, we've got the Anglo-Saxon runes, so the Armenian runes. But I work with the Elder Futhark. I do not work with the blank rune that Bloom put in when he brought out his runes, because to me the blank rune is a bit silly in an aspect of that. I feel that the Perforo rune holds sort of that mysterious, weird rune energy. So, and then there's like, what materials, blah, da, 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 da. Now, I have a few sets of runes here. So, these little rune bags were made for me. And this is my bind rune of me. So it's two S's. So it's Sir Willow, and so Suzanne Slade. So I love that, and I put that on my artwork and anything that I have that I work deeply with my runes. So I had these bags made by Tina Cousins. She's on Facebook. She makes drum bags, little bags, medicine pouches, all sorts of fabulous stuff. She's amazing. And I gave her sort of what I want. The snake is my power animal. I've got my little emblem there again. And I work with ravens. And so, but these are the two ravens, Odin's ravens, hugging and mugging. Munnin, and we've got the two wolves, because he's got the wolves with him, and for the life of me can't think of their names, so apologise. So this set here, I love these. I actually got these on Amazon. I was quite surprised. But they are arrowheads. So they are crystals, well, like jaspers and stuff. So they're lovely. Obviously on here it's going to be showing the rune the wrong way. So those ones I love. They're I have different sets of runes, and I do use them for different things. So I've got like a set of Paula shell ones that I made, and I use them for more like emotionally sort of charged, because it just feels like watery, obviously, with them being shells. This set here I got on Etsy, and these actually these are the Anglo-Saxons, so these have the extra runes in. So see there. I like these because I'm showing you all the ones that aren't in the Elder Futhark now. I like these. There's Ingus. I like these. I like the rectangularness of them, but I wanted to look into the Anglo-Saxon because obviously I live in Brighton, and I just felt that that would be nice. But so far, I haven't done much work with him. I did do some work with one of my rune sisters who works with these. These are these are her rune that she works with. So I work with the Elder Futhark. She works with these. So she always has the extras because that's the set she works with. So, but I'm not there yet. I'm still learning more about the Elder Futhark, and I don't feel quite ready to go on to working with the Anglo-Saxon. If I never do, then I will have to sell these on or something, but we'll see how that goes. One of the first sets I bought when I got back into the runes. Oh no, not these ones. Oh, we've got a couple of different sets in here. So I've got a crystal set here, Orange Adventurine, and I've got a clay set I was gifted. Never ever used them. Not sure I will. Might turn them into a piece of artwork or something. And funnily enough, although I'm Crystal Sue, I don't really like the crystal sets somehow. This is one of the first sets I bought when I got back into the runes. A nice quartz set, like I told you on the Witchy Wednesday, Chatterwitch Wednesday. Quartz is one of my faves, so I thought, well, a quartz set. But again, I don't know. I just don't really feel connected. It's another bag of Tina's there. One she made me a little witchy one. This set I made myself. I love them. I got the wood from a lady on Facebook who makes rune sets. And she had a set up for sale, and I said, I want to be able to burn them myself. And so she sent me the little pieces, and it is Blackthorn. These are a set I use all the time. Absolutely love them. Just the energy is just awesome. I just, yeah, they're probably really one of my faves. Set here is, oh no, actually I bought these way before the quartz ones. These are a set of hematite ones. There's my sun rune, my urus, and I again haven't really used them. I need to maybe get them out and have a look. I've got a lovely pewter set because I wanted a metal set. They're lovely, but they're raised, so when you're in the bag feeling for a rune, you almost can tell what it is. So I don't ever use them. They're really pretty. They're lovely and small. So these are more, I use these more to put on the altar, you know, if I want to put a rune out. The set that I have on the altar that I use all the time, they're quite big. They were made by a guy I met a very long time ago, and he gifted me them. And he's passed now, and he was amazing, and he really just connected with the runes. So I love that set. One, because I connect in with him, and two, they were gifted, so that was lovely. Yeah, I just love them. I've got another set that I burnt in. They're a holly set. No, they're not. They're ash. They're ash. My wand that I made with my runes on, my rune wand, that is ash, holly, which is my Celtic tree. Anyway, I'm going off on my tangent. So you can just buy so many different sets. The first thing you have to really, you know, pin down is, what system do I want to work with? Do I want to work with the Elder Futhark? Do I want to work with the Younger Futhark? So get the, you know, look at the mall. I mean, it is easier in a way to go with the elder Futhark because we have sort of quite a bit more information out there. So in a way, it's really good to even start with them, even if you branch out to like the Anglo-Saxon or you know, the younger Futhark, where you're using 16 runes instead of 24. I like the balance of the 24. I think it's 33 in the Anglo-Saxon, but don't hold me to that because I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head. So when you choose which one you're going to go for, then you've got to really choose a set. Now, if you you know, you can get crystal sets really, really, really easily. I don't know what it is with the crystal ones. I like runes made out of wood. I mean, my favourite set, which I haven't got here to show you, is I have, where are they? I don't know where have I put them. I don't know where I've put them, but they're long, thin, like staves, like you do with the Ogham. They're really, really thin. They're called fire stick runes, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And I got them off Etsy, off a lady, Nordruna. I can't remember the name. I just can't remember. But yeah, they're stunning. I absolutely love them. The only thing with them is they're a bit different if you're going to throw. They're quite good to pick out, but often you don't get like a Merc stave or like where you can use rounder runes. They'll land on their side, you know, they'll land upside down. It's not so much with the stick ones. You just pull them out and you've got it, and it, you know, so, but that's okay. And like I said, I really use them a lot. I think the most important thing with your set of runes is that you really buy something that you really, really connect with. So really feel into it before you buy your first set. And don't worry if you end up with a few sets, because you can pass them on, you can resell them or something later on, or, you know, you might use them here and there. And it's quite nice to have different materials. I was on Facebook the other day, and not on Amazon, had a blacksmith, Tom, who lives in Bristol, which isn't far from me, and he makes small items, buckles and things like that, and he said he liked commissions, and I messaged him because it's my birthday in July, and like I say, I have that pewter set. I really, really, really wanted a metal set of runes, just something that really I can feel that I really just want big time. I think because my first thread rune is Kinaz. Kinaz is, you know, that alchemy, it is the forge, it is the blacksmith energy. I really connect in with Wayland Smithy, and you know, I'm not far from Wayland Smithy, so I can go there a lot, and I just feel very connected. So I wanted a metal set, and he is kindly I've commissioned him to make a set for me, so I'm really excited about getting those. So like I say, you know, choose your material, choose what you're connected with. I love wood runes. If out of all my runes, which ones do I prefer, you know, what the material made from, which ones do I prefer? It's wood every time. Wood. I love it. I love wood anyway. I connect with the trees. I just love wooden runes. But you know, you might really connect with a lovely set of crystal runes. You might really set with like clay runes. At some point, once I mean, you can get like first set, but at some point you want to make your own set as well. Whether it's pyrography and you burn it in, whether it's you carve it in, whether you make a set of clay ones, you know, I mean, there's resin ones out there now. And you can even buy the molds to make resin ones and stuff. So, you know, there's lots of options. And like I say, it doesn't matter if you have a few sets. The other thing you can get and or make actually is a lovely set of card ones. They're great to make as like little flash cards so you can learn the runes. That really helps. I've got a couple of sets of rune cards. I love my rune cards. They're from a Canadian artist. I love them. She paints crystals and plants and animals and things, and just are just amazing. I love them. They're always on my altar, my second altar, working altar, that has my energies for the week. So yeah, I really do love them. I've got to try and put it back now. Oh, it's not gonna. I think I've got it. I've got them on a stand, and the stand keeps closing. Oh, there we go. So yeah. Yeah, eventually you'll want to make your own set. It imbues your energies, and it's really lovely. And then you sort of want to work out how you want to pull a rune and things. I think really truthfully, one of the best ways is to pull a rune for the day. If a day isn't doesn't give you enough time, you can do a weekly rune. And then, you can do like little couple of runes, just pull out. But it's easy to just pull a card, pull a rune out, look at that rune, read up on that rune. And like I said so many times, maginrose.com website is just so much information on each rune. And I think on there she's also got a well, I know she's got a rune generator, so you can go on there. If you've got no runes, you can go on there and it'll generate a rune, and then you could read up on that rune. So, but yeah, pick a rune for the day. Now, I learned my lovely practice from Maggie on the course, and that is when, have a little bag for your runes to protect them and everything. And then when you want to pick a rune for the day or for the week, or just, you want to pick a rune, you get your bag, and you can, if it's for a specific purpose, you can sit with your runes, hold the bag, connect in with the energies, close your eyes. What rune do I need today? What rune, energies will help me. You can make up your own thing for your own purpose. I normally do what rune would hold me in flow, power, and alignment this week, this day. I think it was Maggie that came out with that. I'm sure I learnt that from Maggie. Flow, power, and alignment. I love it. So, and then you get your runes and you blow your bag. Well, you could blow your bag first, and you're clearing the energies. You're using Odin's breath, really. Clearing the energies, no residue energies from past reading or past rune pull. And then, maybe that would be better then to sit and hold it. So you've cleansed, you're connecting in, you're thinking of what you want to ask. So what rune is going to hold me in flow, alignment, and power today? Oh, and I've got Yera. Oh, the rune of the year, the rune of cycles and movements and seasons. And I mean, just a lovely rune. So yeah, I can take that for today, and then I can look at how that flows throughout my day. It's telling me that, I want to use that cyclical energy. So, I may be at the beginning of something, I may be at the end of something. And actually, after I do this, I'm going to get into some artwork. So really, I'm going to be at the beginning of a cycle of creating and stuff. So that's going to be exciting. So that really quite simple, how to just pick a rune for the day or the week. But you need little things. So you need to remember to cleanse your runes. Remember to connect in before you just choose. But I mean, really, it wouldn't matter too much. But I think you get a bit more, focus in yourself, and maybe what your question is, if you do settle down, hold your bag, connect with your runes, connect with Odin, connect, you know, with the universe, connect with all the energies. So it's really good. And then the other thing with runes that a lot of people do, so you can have a spread and then you can lay them down. And we do this in the half space when we're doing our monthly working. We have like the 4 weeks, and the first week we have a rune reading. So when we did last month, we were working with the god Tyr, the wounded god Tyr, and the first week we had a reading with Tyr, and it was only 2 runes, and it was fabulous reading. And so we picked those 2 runes. We knew where, you know, what placements they were, what questions each rune was answering. But you can do a Celtic, you know, spread that you would do with the tarot. You can do past, present, future. Then you'd be really connecting in with the Nornir. You can do anything that you can do with a set of cards, tarot cards, whatever. But the thing that you can do a bit more exciting than really, I mean, I suppose you can do it with tarot cards, but not quite the same, is when you throw the runes. Fabulous. What fun. Now, the lady that made, Tina Cousins, the lady that made my bag, she also made me a rune cloth. And absolutely love it. We've got my tree on there. I can't see what I'm showing. There we go. That's a bit better. All the runes around the outside, and you know, my bits of we've got my symbol again, and we've got the ravens and the wolves. So that's great. And what's fun about throwing the runes is they land on their side, they land upside down, and they're fun. And you've got runes on the outer, and you think maybe I don't need to read them, or that's past and that's gone. For me, it's like if it's to my left, I feel that's past. This is entirely me and possibly lots of other people, but for me, this is how I do it. So I might not read a rune that goes off the cloth, but I might, like when you shuffle the tarot and one falls out, it could sometimes be significant. But you sort of, as you learn and develop and grow with them, you learn your own little quirks and bits. And, you know, when, oh yeah, that feels right, and no, I don't need to read that. But so any that have gone outer can be quite distancy. But to me, the left is the past and the right is the future. So I think, well, that past rune there, and I did a reading yesterday for Leonie, and it was really, really interesting. We had 2 runes either side of runes in the middle, and it was almost like the runes in the middle were a body, and these 2 were flanking it. And although this was a past rune, it was still, it was like, it was past, but it was just, no, it wasn't even just past, it was still there, it was holding stuff. So it was interesting. And then this one was more future-y. But yeah, so you just find your own ways, and you know, you think, oh, that rune's on the side, and when it's on the side, so like with let's get a wooden rune here for you. So if the rune is like that, and this rune here is facing to me to like the left, so I would think like, is that like past? And, you know, it's right way up if it goes like, you know, but if it was the other way like that, then it's like going into the future. Again, right way up, but then it could have been that way. So then it's pointing down. So it's Merkstave and to the left. Oh my goodness. Honestly, you get so many complexities and layers. Is just extra. I think this is why I get so excited about the runes, so passionate and everything, because that can't happen with cards. You know, you lay a card, it's so flat, there's no dimension, there's no layers. Well, there is layers, obviously there is layers with cards, because you've got you've got the correspondences, you've got earth, air, fire, water, spirit, you've got all of those. So yeah, no, yeah, there is complexities, but it's not the same. The great thing about the tarot and that is the imagery, isn't it? Because you've got layers upon layers of imagery, whereas the runes, which is possibly what frightens people reading the runes or puts them off a bit, is like it's just this silly little symbol. But actually, oh my, it is just not that way, because like I say, you know, I mean, not all runes can be mercs, Dave. So not all, so like all the tarot cards can be reversed, but that's not so with the runes, because if we've got Ingus and we turn it that way, it's still Ingus. One thing that I just need to really quickly connect is, even though you might settle for, say, the Elder Futhark, you may find a couple of runes that are slightly different sometimes. So like Ingus is often just the diamond. I don't like it like that. I like the full, that one is the one that I work with. I think Maggie is more, she works with more the diamond, but I really love Ingus. This is how, when I make my own set. So if I buy a set, which again, you know, someone else has made, quite often it will be just the diamond. And I'm not so keen, because I really like it to be like that. Right, tangent, but I've come back. So here we are with Ingus, and we reverse it, and we've got Ingus, and it's like, oh, so this one we can't, but we can get it like that. We can get it like that. We can have it on its, you know, side. And a lot of runes, when you like throw, or when they come out of the bag, if they're like, and you place them down, there might be so that you've got, you know, the bottom, so the runes underneath. Well, what does that mean? Well, that's like, oh, it's a bit hidden. We can't quite see it yet. We've got to turn it over to look at it. Again, layer upon layer upon layer. It's just amazing. So yeah, so that's a little basic bit. If there's any question, anyone wants to know anything, if I've confused someone with something I've said or something like that, then obviously you could put questions in the chat sort of thing, and or message me on Facebook, or, you know, Crowfire Talk page on group on Facebook, or me personally, Suzanne Slade on Facebook. But yeah, so this was the video I wanted to start with. Just a little tiny introduction, just like what runes do I choose? Oh my God, there's so many different sets and things, you know, just that needs to be your starting point. Choose which ones. Do I want Elder Futhark? Do I want Younger Futhark? You know, I know nothing about the Younger Futhark. Absolutely nothing. Have no interest to look at the Younger Futhark, but I know a lot of people love the Younger Futhark. So, you know, it's all just personal preference and everything. And then choose you know, what do I want? Do I want a set of crystal ones? Do I want, you know, you can buy wooden ones online and stuff, you know. So Etsy's great for like some handmade lovely ones from people that sort of are really connecting in with them. But, you know, generic set from, you know, a bookshop or stuff, or, you know, doesn't matter. It's not really the runes to start with, the set you've got. Once you really get into them, then yes, then you want, you know, a set maybe you've made, or you want it really specific, like I want these want this metal set made, and you know, you have like special sets. You might have a set that you only use with yourself. You know, you might have a set that you only use for other people, so you wouldn't use a couple of your other sets for other people. There's all sorts of things, and you'll come to your own little practice and stuff the more you look into it. So I think Runic Thor's Day next week we'll start going into more into different things we can do with the runes, like, you know, ritual, And you know, not just readings, obviously readings absolutely great, you know, a bit of runic yoga and, you know, chanting and stuff. So we talk about all the different things. But yeah, and maybe like get like a really simple runes for beginners type of book, or, you know, divination with the runes sort of, you know, or so, you know, something like that. But like I say, Maggie's site for each rune is really, really good. You've got so much information on there, and you know, it's really great. But you'll find as you start to work more with the runes to yourself that you'll have the generic meaning of the rune, but then you'll start to get your layers and stuff. When I first started doing little readings, and they were coming up, you know, in weird ways. They were like coming face down, and they were Merc stable. They were like upside down. I could it just started to click, and it was like, oh, okay, well that's you know. And I was really downloading the information. I was really connected in. So you want to really get a good relationship with one set to really get you off, you know, really like just really connecting. So I really, I can't emphasize enough, I really recommend that the first set you buy, if you haven't got a set, is a set that you truly connect with, because I think that's what really threw me. Was I thought I would love a crystal set, and I bought crystal sets, and they just did nothing for me. So I have these couple of crystal sets here. I don't even really know why I'm keeping them, but I've never really used them, and I really don't actually know whether I ever will. So yeah, so don't do what I did. Don't make the mistake of just make sure you really connect in and really see what set, because that will give you such a good foundation to really start to go in there. If I'd have had this lovely Blackthorn set as my very first set, I think I would have been flying so much more. Yeah, they don't need to be pretty. Maybe that was part of my quartz, all this, because I just love quartz, don't I? So it was like, oh, they're pretty and they're quartz, and I just never connected with them. They're just, you know, I can use them for ritual and things like that. So, but I probably got too many sets now, where, I mean, not the sets that I use, and even if they're infrequently, even if I only use them now and again, they're still great. But I've got too many sets that aren't going to be used and not being used. So, yeah. So, yeah, that would be my really, that's my rune top tip. Find the set that's really going to give you that great foundation, and you're going to really feel them and love them, and just that, you know, I think that happens, doesn't it, with a lot of tarot readers. They find that, you know, there's so many beautiful tarot decks, and we can look at the artistry and stuff and fall in love, but actually, you know, the set that you really connect with and use all the time is going to hold so much more energy, and you're going to get such a better reading and connection, because you're, you know, the energies are so imbued. So runic top tip: buy a set that you know absolutely you're going to fall in love with, and you know, you can have other sets after, but try and get that first set to be the set that you really connect with. So that's it for this for Runic Thor's Day. I didn't think I was going to get a video up. Yeah, really busy with stuff, and so I'm going to go and have my lunch. I need a cup of tea, and I'll see you next week for Chatterwitch Wednesday, and Runic Thor's Day. And I don't know if there's going to be any other videos going up at all, but there might be. And I'll speak to you next week. Love and blessings. Take care. Have a lovely weekend. whatever you're doing. And yeah, see you next week. Bye.